Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to draw a house plant and then we're going to shade it in with chalk pastels. So let's get to it. Using your pencil, you're going to start lightly sketching 2 lines, a curve at the bottom. And if I move too fast for you, just make sure you pause your video so that you can get caught up. Curve up top. Okay, then the plant we're drawing has 1 stem. And several thin, long, narrow leaves. If you want to draw your leaf to have a fold, it's kind of like that. Draw one right here in the middle. Draw some at the top, going off the paper. That's 7. Maybe add another over here. Okay, let's get to shading. I'm gonna start with a purple chalk pastel. Set it on its side and just with medium pressure, go ahead and shade that in. Oh yeah, forgot one thing. When you're shading, you should have a couple extra papers underneath as you shade. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm gonna go ahead and shade over everything I just drew. I'll be able to erase the stem, the leaf there later. Okay, I'm gonna lift my paper up now and I'm gonna shake the dust off into the trash. Okay. Then I'm gonna take a yellow and I'm gonna add the highlights. I'm gonna start with one right here on the top rim. And set my chalk to the side, and on the left side I'll add another highlight. I like to add a little bit of white to the highlight as well. Okay, kind of like that. And then when you blend this, just barely rub around, kind of fade in that yellow in. Okay, now I'm going to start adding my deeper shades. I'm going to start by using brown. I'm going to color inside the dirt area first, then underneath this ridge, then on the edges. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and blend what I just did with that brown. All right, now I always like to add a little bit more of that base color, so I'm going to go back to the purple and put that over my brown areas. Okay, and then go ahead and blend. Just blend lightly. If you blend around too hard, you'll kind of rub more of that color off than you want to. Kind of swipe your finger inward. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do to this is grab a little bit more white and put a couple of more bold highlights on. So I'm going to go to the rim a little. I'm going to keep it more to the left side over here. Okay, there's the pot. Now I like to try to keep my paper clean as I go, so I'm gonna take an eraser and kind of erase my edges. Clean those up a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and erase that spot for my leaf. The eraser is not going to take the chalk off completely, but it will enough to add that green. Just kind of guessing where I drew that leaf. And then the stem, don't forget that. Okay. Gave my paper a good shake in the trash to get that dust off. Okay, I'm gonna start with a darker green and I'm gonna color the leaves. Just medium pressure, not too hard. Try to use the point of your chalk so you don't make too wide of a mark. Okay, the next thing I like to do is take a blending tool and kind of smooth over my green. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is start adding some of the highlights to each leaf. So you're gonna take a yellow and you will place the yellow on the top part of the leaf where the leaf would be higher in the air. All right, let's get rid of this dust and see what we have. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into the darks. So I'm gonna grab a red chalk for this. And I'm gonna put the red on the points or the tips of each leaf. I'm also going to put the red on the leaf that's behind another leaf. If you have any overlapping leaves, you do the same. It helps make this leaf look like it's behind, farther away. Also, if you have any leaf that does a fold, you're going to put the darker color on the bottom of that fold. So again here. And then a little here. And then also where the leaf grows out from the stem, you want a little bit of red. Okay, now I'm gonna go over my red with a purple. So I got a purple chalk. Those are my notes there. Okay, I'm going to kind of blend a little bit more with my blending tool. I'm not totally happy with this fold, so I'm going to go over with a little more yellow. Maybe a little more green also up here. Okay, and then I like to end the leaves with a little bit of white highlight. All right, now let's get to the stem. We'll start with some brown. Then go to your blending tool. Okay, I like to add a little yellow as well. And then I'm gonna go over some of those leaves a little more. Taking a white. Okay, and then one of the last things I want you to do is take a light color, anything you like. I'm gonna go with like a tan. Set that chalk on its side. Go ahead and make a table line area. Okay, lightly blend in with your finger. And then grab a brown chalk, lay it on its side, and create a cast shadow. Kind of going over to this way because we got our highlight on the left. Our shadow should be on the right. And then blend. You just want a nice subtle shadow, nothing too bold. And let's see, I'm going to darken up the bottom a little more with the purple. Maybe a little brown over too. All right, I think that's complete. The last thing you would do is erase the fingerprints that you have, any other smudges, and you're done. Thank you.